Yo, 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 what is going on, guys? It's Boy Lifting Fish Alive here, bringing you another lifting episode today, episode 27 of the lifting series. So, my phone's gonna die soon. I'm gonna record as much of this workout as I can. I think I'm gonna do some squats, push ups, and some cardio. So, that should be fun. Maybe some jump rope at the end, or just some running, probably. Anyway, guys, things are good on this end. God bless. God willing. Peace. Alrighty, guys. So today I wanted to answer a question, at least partially answer a question, because this is a short video and there's no way that I could go through everything in this video. But the question that I wanted to attack today was, where does the gospel lie in the Old Testament? Like, what is the prophecy of Jesus before the gospel? So before the gospel in Jesus, what evidence do we have that God has told us that He is sending a secondary messenger, a new covenant? Okay, so I'm reading this book. It's called The Gospel in Isaiah, and turns out there's a lot of evidence in Isaiah for this particular question. So I'm going to read to you guys Isaiah chapter 52, verses 13 through 15 real quick. Behold, my servant shall deal prudently. He shall be exalted and extolled and be very high. Just as many were astonished at you, so his visage was marred more than any man, and his form more than the sons of men. So shall he sprinkle many nations. Kings shall shut their mouths at him. For what had not been told they should see, and what they had not heard they should consider. Guys, there's a lot going on here, but I believe truly that all of these things occurred to Jesus in the gospel. It's like this was the prophecy before the gospel. This was the prophecy of the gospel before the gospel. And it's interesting because the Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, they're always referring to Isaiah. Isaiah was the one who really, really put this gospel forth. I mean, it says, behold, my servant shall deal prudently. Jesus dealt prudently. He shall be exalted and extolled and be very high. Once again, all of that is true even to this day. Jesus is so exalted for those who know him. He is the ideal way to live your life. Just as many were astonished at you, what I believe is happening right here, he's actually referring to Israel, because at this time, Israel had been held captive for over 200 years, and God was about to deliver them from captivity. So people were astonished that the Israelites had been held captive for so long, held as slaves for so long. This is after, this is post Moses, by the way. Just keep that in mind. So his visage was marred more than any man. So visage, I believe that means his facial expression. Yeah. A visage is a person's face, and marred is disfigured. His visage was marred more than any man. Talking about what Jesus felt on the cross here. His countenance, his face must have been unbelievable. I mean, he was in pain, and he was honestly, he was bearing this. He was willingly bearing the sins of all the people. It just had to be very painful at that very moment to be him, and of course, that's going to change your facial expression drastically. So his form more than the sons of man. Once again, marred. We're talking about he's marred here. His form, his body is more marred than the sons of men. So he was more destroyed, more hurt than, you could say, most people. At least most people. Being crucified is a gruesome way to pass on to heaven. So dying on the cross is scary, and it is incredibly painful. We could, talk about the science and the biology behind that, but honestly, this is 305 right here. So kind of blew it up. no no wraps or no knee sleeves are built, so I'm kind of happy about that. But anyway, I'll continue real quick. So shall he sprinkle many nations, and sprinkle here it should actually be it should be changed. It's not the proper word. It's not the proper the proper word, the actual translation is actually startle. So he shall startle many nations. Jesus brought the word of God. Of course, it's going to startle everybody because it's just the truth. It's so true. It's down to the core of the earth, down to the core of everything we believe. Kings shall shut their mouths at him. This all happened, guys. This literally all happened. Kings, they were in shock when they were bringing Jesus to be crucified, and Jesus wouldn't say a word to them. They were just in shock. For what had not been told them, they shall see, and what they had not heard, they shall consider. Guys, Jesus brought a lot of new things to the table. We could go on and on about this, guys. There's a lot here in Isaiah about Jesus and about the gospel before the gospel. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry that I've gone on pretty long here, but I love you guys. I'm praying for y'all. Y'all stay good. Stay humble. Peace.